Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his second season now from Oklahoma. It's Kyler.
Back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
at the Bucs 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Forced out to his left.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool him with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you should get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Here's Harris. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Harris, the ball carrier.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run on first down. Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play.
On first down, it's Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
At the 26. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a first and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
This is Harris. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
And it's third down.
Herbert. Flush to his right. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
A 31-yard attempt.
But Rutgers kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32.
Play fake. Murray. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Murray now on first down. And it's incomplete. Landed on Luke for what he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. That's a screen pass. That's complete. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
27.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. picked off by Eli Apple. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the turnover, here's Murray. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Murray. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
47-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. That's out to Chubb, complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half.
It's a gain of a yard.
So we have reached halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it.
Set to kick off.
So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play. Come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And they are going for it. Herbert now. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets are working.
Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score Raiders 10. Buccaneers 3.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll run. Here's Harris. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's P-Ryan. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, 4th coming.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
A 4-yard.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Offense. Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
From the gun, Murray. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
A run for Nick Chubb. Shreds the tackle. He will go down. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we're talking very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now Murray throwing on second down. That'll be complete to Cook. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends are creating so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case,
the good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. This is Harris. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The ground, it's Harris. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and run with Harris. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Damian Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
So the Raiders now down by 7, and time a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And a catch made here by Marquise Lee. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. but give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that?